in their activity to make you the spotlight. Okay. Yes. You brought in this trainer. Let's start. Everyone, please calmly join your palms together and say 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Very good evening to everyone. Before we start the session, as usual, let me do the same wish that I do every day. So I would like to wish that may this session also bring you at least some peace, some inner peace, some inner happiness because of your practice. So today too, determine to work ardently, giving you everything and try to come out of as much as negativities that you can. Right? With that determination, let's begin today's session. So before we do the silent meditation, I describe you the techniques that we practice. So for the newcomers, as usual, I would like to request them to practice the first step of breathing meditation. So please pay your entire attention to the breath. When the breath is coming in, please be fully aware. When the breath is going out, please be fully aware. Please don't go with the breath all the way in. Please stop your observation at the end of your nostrils. At the end of your nostrils. So if it is long, let it be so. Just notice it and be aware. If it is short, don't try to change it. So be aware that right now you are experiencing a short breath. And if it is if it is gross or soft, let it be so. Just keep on be aware about the breath that you are currently experiencing. Don't try to change it. because what you are practicing is the concentration. So not the control of your breath controlling. So therefore, let the breath come, let the breath go. So as it is, naturally and normally, your job is just to observe the breath as it is. Right? Let your inner peace and inner calmness and inner concentration to develop as much as possible. Then the old students, they are practicing Vipassana meditation. They are kindly requested to move your attention to the middle part of your body. Extend your attention to the middle part of your body. That means earlier during the last few weeks, we were observing the sensations on your both hands, right? So from the neck area to the tips of your left hand, right? You're observing both the hands from the neck area. So starting from the neck area, we were observing the sensations on the both hands of our body, right? Then after that, today, please start observing the sensations on the middle part of your body, right? So first, please observe the sensations on the right chest area. On the right chest area, whatever the sensations that you experience. So let it be coldness, let it be heat, let it be so softness, let it be gross sensation, and let it be throbbing sensation, pulsing sensation, or itching sensation, or any other pain, or any such kind of sensation. So, or a sensation, let it be a sensation that you cannot recognize by name. Right? There are so this is a part of your body where you don't, even though it's very vital for your survival, this is a part that we don't pay much attention, right? So we always take it for granted. But here you will experience certain sensations which are not familiar to you before, right? Then they might not have names. Let it be so. Just accept the reality as it is. And by encountering them, don't be scared. They also have the same characteristic. They also rise and pass, right? So there will be a sensation like that. Somehow keep the balance of your mind and then develop the balance of your mind. With that balance of mind, keep on observing that sensation. And then remind yourself that this sensation is also impermanent, changing. Anicca, 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 impermanent. Then please move your entire attention to the left heart area, right? Left chest area. And within that area too, whatever the sensations that you encounter, let it be a sensation that you recognize by name, let it be a sensation that you don't know by name, right? So let it be so. Just observe that sensation and understand that this sensation is also impermanent, changing, right? Then after that, so please pay your entire attention to the abdomen area. Within the abdomen area, whatever the sensations that you encounter, so observe them, one or multiple sensations, and then recognize them. And remind yourself these sensations are also impermanent, changing. Again, in this area too, sometimes you will encounter certain sensations that you have never experienced before. That's very fine. Don't be scared. So this is the reality of your body. Accept it as it is, and just observe and give the same value that you so same value uh, to those sensations as you as you you value to the other sensations. That means when you encounter the sensations that you're familiar with, how you behave with them, do the same thing with these sensations too. They also have the same characteristic. They also arise and pass away, right? All those sensations also have a starting point and then a peak, and finally there is a downfall, and then finally they decrease by quantity, and finally they disappear, right? Then please move your attention to your back. On your so please divide your back into two parts. So let's use these two terms. So upper back and lower back. Whatever the sensations that you encounter on your upper back, observe them as it is, and then remind yourself that these sensations are also impermanent, changing. Don't expect any particular sensation in any of these areas. So don't imagine, right? Uh, so uh, whatever the sensations that you encounter right now at this moment, the real sensations that you experience right now, so they are the most important ones, right? So pay your entire attention to them and observe them as they actually are, right? Again, this is also an area where you will encounter certain peculiar sensations. So let it be so. Uh, just observe them and remind yourself. So these sensations are also impermanent, changing. Then please move your entire attention to the lower back area, right? So so lower back area up to the buttocks, right? So within that particular area too, whatever the sensations that you experience, observe them very calmly, giving your entire attention, complete attention, giving your entire patience, and then recognize those sensations, the sensations that you can feel, and remind yourself. These sensations are also impermanent, changing, right? Like that. So that's the practice. So that I kindly request the all students, Vipassana meditators, to do today. Whenever you are done, then please once again go back to the top of your head and start observing the whole body from top to bottom. Right? Then head area, after that face area, then after that so neck area up to the tips of your left hand, and then after that the middle part of your body. Right? Very calmly, very quietly, with a lot of patience. Please keep on practicing like that. That's for the all students, Vipassana meditators, right? Okay. Um, so you will encounter various kinds of sensations, especially you will encounter sometimes physical discomfort. That means sometimes because you keep your body for a long period, so keep your body still for a long period of time, sometimes you will feel physical discomfort. Please don't hate that, right? Don't hate it. So instead, understand that whenever they arise, it creates you an opportunity to to not to react, to learn not to react blindly, right? Not to react blindly, but to deal with such kind of sensations with wisdom and awareness. With awareness and wisdom. They are not, right now you are dealing it during the meditation, but late in your daily life too, you experience them when you have emotions, right? When you have emotions, they have an impact on your body. And then at such times too, you experience such kind of sensation. But In such kind of situations, you have a pattern of blindly reacting to them. So that pattern will change if you practice like this, right? Later on, you will realize when certain incidents happen in your life, the if it created some kind of an anger or jealousy or ill will or any other negativity, uh, the level of that negativity that you feel, you might feel that it has gone down. If you feel like that, or the reaction time will be longer, right? So if you got angry within so instantly, so it will take 10, 20, 30 seconds to get angry, right? Sometimes it may be longer, right? If you experience such kind of things, understand, so the way of your reactions, right? Blind reactions, it has changed, right? It has changed inside. And then, uh, so make use of them to develop the balance of your mind and to train yourself to deal with those sensations with awareness and wisdom, right? Okay. Then it completely changes your system, the way how you live, right? So instead of peacelessness, it starts, so it inserts data inside. So uh, to so to live uh, to live with peace. So if you so then instead of unhappiness, it inserts data inside to to live with happiness, right? So if you then instead of calmlessness, it inserts data and recreate yourself to live with calmness, right? To react and live with calmness. All these changes happen inside the mind, right? When you deal with those sensations, so with awareness and wisdom, right? When you develop the balance of your mind. And then at the same time, when you develop deeper, when you start to develop deeper and when you develop more and more balance of your mind, you will start to experience certain very subtler sensations so that you have never felt at such times. So you understand they may be comfortable, they may be uncomfortable, but don't discriminate any of them. Observe them as they actually are, and understand these are also changing, and impermanent. Right? Then observe them, giving the same attention, right? Not a special attention, the same attention that you gave to the other known sensations, right? And don't be especially delighted encountering them, and think that you don't think that you got a special achievement. Uh, so they were there, and so they were there always, but you are the one who always ignored them, giving more attention to the gross sensations. And they were there all the time inside our body, right? And they are not special. And then at the same time, so in front of all sensations, then maintain the relaxation. Try to maintain the relaxation. Right? So there'll be various kinds of painful sensations, right? Then at the same time, there'll be comfortable sensations also. Among all of them, in front of all of them, try to maintain the balance of your mind, right? So interact with them using two tools, awareness and wisdom. Whatever the sensation it is, they are impermanent change. Okay? Right. Then please practice like that. So that's for the Vipassana meditators mainly. Right. Every day before we start, I teach you something that you need to adapt into your life as meditators. Today too, I'm going to teach you another important teaching that Buddha taught us to practice as wise people, right? Everybody likes to be famous. Nobody likes to be infamous. All of us like to protect our public image, right? So all of us care a lot about our public image. Buddha taught us that by if we um, if we practice two things, they can destroy our public image, and at the same time, they can they can destroy the respect, the public respect that we have from the other people, right? Right. So let's, if you want, please write them down. Two factors that destroy one's fame or public image, right? Number one is disobedience. Disobedience. If you have disobedience, that's the first thing to which destroys your public image, right? When you don't listen to the other people, right? If you are not tolerating what the other people say, right? If you don't accept when the other people show your so your I mean your faults, your shortcomings, if you don't listen to them, if you don't try to change yourself, right? Instead, if you disrespect them, because of that disobedience and so because of that disobedience, people lose their public image. So obedience is very important for anybody to maintain a good public image. We have to tolerate the other people, right? We have to listen to the other people. Sometimes the other people might see a shortcoming of us, right, better than ourselves, because we think we are the most perfect people in the world. So we think that we have no any shortcoming, but the other people might see that and might tell you, this is your shortcoming. Please try to correct it and reshape yourself, right? Redesign yourself. But if you are uh, not going to listen to them, and if you keep on doing this very same thing, so you will be publicly annulled, and you will be disrespected by the other people, thinking so thinking you are a big head person, right? Who doesn't listen to anybody, right? And person who knows it too, right? Then number two is association of bad friends, right? If someone associates bad friends, that also bad friends means the friends who tempt you to do various kinds of bad actions: killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, then lying, or taking intoxicants, etc. Right? So if you associate such kind of people, the other people are going to see you, look at you with the same eyes that they look at the other bad people, your bad friends. Then they are going to label you as one of the friends of those bad friends, and they are going to judge you with the same way, with the same manner, right? And then by that way, you will get publicly cornered. And then, because of the association of bad friends too, people uh, people lose fame, right? These are the two things that someone can lose the public image, right? uh, then if you do the opposite, if you're obedient and if you listen to the other people well, right? And listening to them, if you change yourself, recognizing your shortcomings, then you become more and more famous and respected. And at the same time, instead of bad friends, if you associate good friends, right, day by day, you are going to develop good qualities. People are going to judge you, right, with the same eyes that they keep on your good friends, and at the same time, uh, seeing your qualities, develop qualities, they are going to respect you more, right? So please adapt these things into your life, right? Now let's get ready for today's silent meditation session. Everyone, please keep your back straight, neck straight, and head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm and let your whole body to relax. Let your whole body to relax. First, before we start the silent meditation, I will pay our sincere respect and gratitude towards the Buddha. Then after that, let's start the silent meditation time, silent meditation practice. Please calm down. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Itimiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vinyācarana sampanno sungato lokamido anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati satta deva manussanam buddho bhagavati. Swakato bhagavata dhammo sangdittiko akaliko ehi passiko opanayiko bachatang veditabbo vinyuhiti sopanipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujumani bhagavato savaka sangho Nyaya padipangno bhagavato savaka sangho Sami cipanipangno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadinang chattari purisa yugani Atte purisa puggalam Esa bhagavato savaka sangho Ahudiyo pahuniyo Nakiniyo anjali karaniyo Anuttarang punyakhetang lokasati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with an alert, very attentive mind, with a balanced, very patient, equanimous mind. Everyone, please start your meditation. If you are a newcomer, a new student, please practice breathing meditation as I requested. Then, if you are an old student, please practice the fourth step of Vipassana meditation as I requested and described. Whatever the meditation practice that you are going to practice, regardless of the technique, I sincerely wish may your meditation be very, very successful. Very, very successful. Everyone, please start your meditation right now. Now, if your legs are hurting, you can change your posture. That is only for the new students or the meditators who practice breathing meditation. Please change your posture, but please keep your eyes closed. We are going to practice loving kindness meditation in brief. Loving kindness meditation in brief. First, let's spread our sincere loving kindness towards yourself first. Spread your entire attention and then developing inner loving kindness towards yourself first. Please spread, please think like this. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards yourself first. Now, please spread your sincere loving kindness, entire loving kindness towards your dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. And please wish, may my dear mother, may my dear father, may my dear teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. May my dear mother, may my dear father, may my dear teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards all of them. All of them. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards all the neutral people, towards the people who don't fall into your category of friends, at the same time to the category of enemies. They are the people who are in the middle, at the center. So please spread your sincere loving kindness towards all of them. Please think, may all the neutral people be well. May all the neutral people be happy. May all the neutral people be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards all the neutral people. Neutral people. Now, please spread your sincere loving kindness towards your enemies. Before you spread loving kindness towards them, first please mentally forgive all of them for their past mistakes. At the same time, so please mentally ask forgiveness for the mistakes that you did to hurt them. Then please spread your loving kindness towards your enemies. May my enemies also be well. May my enemies also be happy. May my enemies also be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards your enemies. Towards your enemies. Now, let's spread our sincere loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. Human beings, animals, birds, visible and invisible beings, and all. Please think. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards all the beings in the universe. Towards all the beings in the universe. Dhamme sankhara anicchati yata paññāye pasati atanimmingati dukkhe esa makko visuddhiya bhavatu sampe mangalang rakantu sambe devata samme buddhanupavine samme dhammanupavine samme sanghanupavine Sada Sutti Mavang Tutti. Satu, Satu, Satu. Now everyone, very calmly, please open your eyes. Let your whole body to relax from top to bottom, bottom to top. Now please join your palms together and say 3 times, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Dear Dhamma friends, hope all of you had a very good silent meditation session. So today we are going to begin the discussion, teaching of 8 Noble Paths. So today is a very important day. We are going to learn the first one among those 8 Noble Paths, right? Those 8. So get ready. Before that, as usual, I would like to give you the 2-3 minutes that we always give for you to go out and if you want to drink water or go to bathroom, so please use those 2-3 minutes, and after that, please come back. Right? If you don't have to go, if you don't want to drink water or go to the bathroom, please stay inside. Okay. Yeah. Now, calmly, everyone, please say it 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. My dear Dhamma friends, so during the last 4 weeks, we on the weeks that we had the sessions, we were talking about a very important topic, Four Noble Truths, one by one, right? So first we learned the noble truth of suffering, and then after that we learned the cause of that suffering, and then after that we learned, so is there a way, is it possible to come out of all the suffering? And finally we learned the fourth noble truth, the treatment plan in brief, right? So I compared it to a uh, um, to an interaction between a doctor and a patient. When a patient goes to a doctor, the doctor checks the patient and first tries to find out whether the patient is sick or not, right? When then the doctor tries to recognize the sickness of that patient. After understanding that the patient is sick, the second thing that doctor does is he or she tries to find out what caused this sickness. And then third one is that doctor tries to figure out whether this is curable or not curable. Right? Then fourth one is, if it is curable, then if the answer is yes, so the doctor gives that, I mean, creates a treatment plan for that particular patient, right? So Buddha also understood that there is universal suffering, and then Buddha understood that the craving is the cause of that suffering. And then Buddha understood it is possible if we let go of this craving that we develop without understanding the things as they actually are, without understanding the truth. If we let it go, then we can come out of all this suffering, right? Then to come out of that craving and to come out of all the suffering, the Buddha taught us the Eight Noble Path, the treatment plan, right? The first one is Samma Ditti in Pali. Samma means right. Ditti means understanding, right? Samma Ditti, the right understanding, is the first one among all those eight. Okay. Uh, so, right understanding. So that's the word that we use here. But certain people in certain translations, you can find the word view, right view. Or certain people translate it as right vision. So whatever it is, so what it means is the understanding, the correct understanding about the realities in the world, right? So right understanding. Right understanding is very important. If we don't have, so if we have the wrong understanding, so understanding is the one which creates concepts. I already taught you before. So based on those concepts, so we behave in the world, we live in the world, right? So let me teach you one ancient story that Buddha told. Long time ago, there was a king. This king uh, went with his ministers and others, other notable people in the country, to hunt. At that time, hunting was a sport. Even today, certain people hunt for sport, right? Then they went for hunting. Somehow, when they were running here and there, the king lost his way. Then finally, the king, uh, so it was a big mountain, right? So the king was proceeded into uh, so uh, in search of those people. The king was proceeding to one side of that mountain. When he was approaching that part, he saw a den, right? A den, a well prepared den. Then he was approaching this particular den. When he was approaching this den, he heard a sound. So somebody was shouting with very dangerous words. Hearing those words, the king became um, so so scared. The words were, "Hey man, somebody has come here. This man has gold, and this man has so many valuable things. Kill him and loot everything." So somebody was shouting like this. Here, then the king, he checked here and there and he saw no one around. Then somehow, since he heard the word repeatedly, he was so scared. Then he started running towards the other side of the mountain. When he was running towards the other side of the mountain, he saw another den, right? It was so uh, it looked like a temple, right? Actually, then he he felt thirsty and he was hungry. He was approaching towards that particular den um, to check whether there is any human being living there, right? Then at that time, there was no one around, but he heard certain beautiful words which even took his tiresomeness out, right? Those words were so. Uh, so somebody asked him, so called him, "Oh sir, please come in. You are welcome here. Here is a chair. Please take a seat. And here are some fruits. Here is some. So in this jar there is water. Please drink and quench your thirst. And here are some fruits. So please eat them and uh, get rid of your hunger, right?" So then hearing this, the king was so happy. Then he went to that particular place, and when he reached that place, so to the den, he saw a parrot, and he realized the parrot is the one who was saying like this, right? Then he drank water and ate fruits, and then since he realized that it's a place of hermits, right? Hermits are a group of hermits means they are the lay people who renounce the lay life and who practice. So in the past, there were hermits who renounced the lay life all by themselves, and then they started practicing various kinds of meditations in faraway caves, right? So in forest and mountain. Then he waited until the hermits come. When the hermits came, he talked. He talked about himself and he introduced himself to them. And then he started talking about the goodness of of this particular parrot, and at the same time, he described about the bad experience that he had. Uh, so when he was reaching the other side of the mountain, then at that time, those hermits said, "O king, do you know? So the one who was invisible and shouted at you with those bad words, he is the same brother. He is the brother of this very parrot." So then uh, the the king asked, "How did they get that parrot?" Then the hermit said, "So when these two parrots were babies, their uh, nest was situated on the top of this mountain. One day there was a very strong wind. Because of that wind, both the parrots fell, right, to the both sides, to the opposite sides of the mountain. One parrot was picked by the one parrot was nurtured by the robbers, and one parrot was found and nurtured by the hermits. Then the parrot who was nurtured by the robbers, he picked up the robbers' vision and robbers' language, and then he started to behave just like a robber, right? And then the good parrot, so he picked up the behavior pattern and the vision and the language of hermits. So he started behaving in according to their way. So mindset is very important. We live according to our understandings, whatever the things that we put inside, right? With that understanding, we create concepts. According to those concepts, we live, right? So uh, sometimes psychologists, what they do is they check. Uh, so they ask you to face some kind of an incident, and then they check how you react to them. And according to the way that you react to them, the psychologists analyze your analyze your sometimes they predict about your childhood, right? Sometimes certain people behave um, in certain situations using the experiences that they gain during their childhood, right? That knowledge is inside us. So whatever the way that we were used to do when we were children, it's inside us. So then we behave accordingly, right? When those situations come, somehow, then now you understand. Right to understand is the thing which creates concepts inside us, and that's what so drives all of us in life, right? Then uh, so right so then there is understanding, but why do we call this sammaditthi, or right understanding? We call this sammaditthi because here samma means seeing the things as they actually are. It is not the just understanding. It is the understanding about things as they actually are. What do we have to understand to have to develop a right vision, right view, right understanding, right? So if you want, you can write these things down. First one is we have to understand what is right and what is wrong. So we have to have a basic understanding about what is right and what is wrong. How do we define a good action and how do we define a bad action? Right. Okay. Okay. Let's check, Mr. Elliot. So how do you define a good action and a bad action? Let's say good action. Yeah. It's well-being. Oh, very nice, right? So, let's define it like this, according to Buddha. If there is any action which is beneficial for you, beneficial for the others, right? Beneficial for the both parties. If there is any act, and at the same time, if that action is not harmful for you, not harmful for the others, not harmful for the both the parties, right? That action is a blameless, positive, good action. Okay? If you have this idea, you have so sammaditthi, right understanding about good actions. Then what is a bad action? Right? Chingu?
Singapore just presenting bad, that is like something harmful to myself, harmful to other beings, and both ways.
Beneficial?
Not beneficial to myself, not beneficial to other beings.
Very nice. Yeah, right. Very nice. So let's go it like that. So if there is any action which is harmful to you, harmful for the others, and harmful for both the parties. And if there is any action which is not beneficial for you, not beneficial for the others, not beneficial for both the parties, then that action is a bad action. If you have this in mind, then you have what? Right understanding about actions, right? Then the wise person should develop the understanding. Whatever it happens, so I should not do, right? I should recognize bad actions and I should not follow them. And I should recognize good actions and I should practice them. Then, so we do, there is an action. So if you, there is an action which is beneficial for you, but not beneficial for the others. So then is that action, is that an action, so it is, so not harmful for you, harmful for the others. Is that action to, which is good to be done or not? It is an action which should not be done, right? Should not be done, right? Because even though it's beneficial for you, it's not beneficial and harmful for me, right? Then, for an example, stealing. By stealing, you gain things, but it's harmful for many other people, right? So, like that. Then, that's number one. We should have understanding, right understanding about what is a good action and what is a bad action. And then we have to have a good understanding about good karmas and bad karmas, basically karma, right? During the beginning part of the year, I think I taught you about karma, right? Yeah. I'm not going to so describe in details, but we have to understand this. So even though we are Buddhist, Hindu, Christian, Muslim, atheist, or agnostic, so when we do any action, right, according to the mentality that we have, we accumulate good karmas and bad karmas. Why are people different in the world? So when we go to the world, we can see certain people are very comfortable. Certain people are not very comfortable, very uncomfortable, and very comfortable, medium, just like us, right? So I don't know whether there is any billionaire or somebody like that here, but somehow, so somehow, so there are people who are not very comfortable, right? And at the same time, uh, so super rich, and at the same time, they are not very poor. So they belong to the medium level, right? And there are certain people who are very rich, right? And when it comes to color, right, appearance, and various such kind of things, so there are differences in people. How did people get there? Because of their own past good karmas and bad karmas, right? So uh, we have to understand there is this good karma and bad karma in the world, right? So, then whenever we do any action, we accumulate them, right? So accordingly, so in this, they will result in this life or in an upcoming life. I told them in details earlier. Then, if we have a good understanding about this karma, then that's also a right understanding, right? Then after that, next right understanding is the understanding about three characteristics of life. Can you remember three characteristics of life? Mr. Reena, first one. Impermanence. Ram Bhaiya, second one. Second one. Uh, Impermanence. suffering, right? Or dissatisfaction. Third one, Mrs. Chenas, can you remember? Mr. Adil, can you remember? Right, then. Miss Tu, can you remember? Then Miss Nalini, can you remember? Right. Then uh, so
No
Mrs.
self.
Rani, can you remember?
No
Yes.
self, Bhante.
Very nice. No self, Mr. Howard. Yes, no self. So these are three things. Oh, you have to remember these things. They are very important. So anicca means impermanence, right? So we have to understand through our own meditation practice, we have to understand that things are impermanent. So we are impermanent, and all the things in the world, they are impermanent. About this, the more so understanding that you have, the more you develop wisdom. According to that wisdom, so we develop so right concepts inside us. Okay, right. Then dukkha, so, right, suffering or dissatisfaction. So we have to understand there is a universal dissatisfaction inside us, right? So dukkha, right? Then we have to have a good understanding about it, right? What is the universal so dissatisfaction? So we have to understand. So life. So since every suffering comes because of life, so first one is so life brings suffering. Then after that, sickness also brings suffering. No one can say that they don't bring suffering. And decaying, getting old, that also brings suffering, right? Then death, it also brings suffering. So I told you we have two deaths. One is instant death and clinical death. We have both these things in our lives. Then after that, so whatever things that we wish they don't happen, something else happens. That also brings suffering. And then you had depart from your loved ones, right? That also creates suffering. And you had to associate the people or things or situations that you don't like. It also brings dissatisfaction, discontentment, suffering, right? So we have to understand this nature too. I described them during the week, during the session that so we describe that we discuss about the suffering, right? Dukkha, and then no self. So we have to understand that we are constantly changing. There is no any eternal life inside, right? So there is no any eternal life, and I told you we are a combination of five things: form, then after that, sensations, perceptions, mental formations, and consciousness. All these five faculties, they are constantly rising and passing away. So there is no any eternal Bhante Chandima or any other person so that you can experience. We are constantly changing. So there is no eternal I, right? So when we have these three understandings, that's also a right understanding, right? Another part to fulfill when it comes to right understanding. And final one is cause and effect, right? Whenever there is a cause, then it has an effect, right? Then that effect becomes a cause, and then because of that, there will be another effect. Like that, there is this cause and effect theory. So if we so when we understand these things, right, uh, then then we develop right understanding inside us, right? Right understanding inside us. So this right understanding will be the driving force in life. Even though you have the effort, right? If it doesn't have wisdom on the top of it, then you will just keep on going, but you won't go in the way that you should go. Can you remember I told you a story about a crippled man and a blind man? Can you remember the story? No? Okay. Let me relate it in brief, and then let me conclude. Right. This is also a simile of the Buddha. In a faraway village in the ancient times, there was a poor, crippled man and a blind man, birth blind man. Both of them lived thanks to the donations of the other people. Once there was a very fatal famine, right? Because of this famine, many people started dying. So the villagers decided to leave the village and go to the city in search of jobs and food. So all of them left, leaving the crippled man and the blind man behind. So then both of them started to talk. They started talking to each other. Then they said, crippled man and blind man talked to each other and said, "Oh, we are going to die here. Nobody is going to take care of us. We will die by hunger. There is no one to help us." So one of them said. Then the other person was wise. So the crippled man, he was wise. He said, "Don't say like that. Still, we have an option." Then the birth blind person, he asked, "So what is that option?" Then the crippled man said, "Right, to so if we execute this plan, both of us can save us, but I need your help." Then then the blind man asked what kind of a help that he needs. Then the crippled man said, "Okay, you have to carry me on your shoulders. So I will climb onto the top of your shoulders, and according to the way that I ask you to go, right? You have to go on the way, right? So you have to follow my directions, and accordingly, please go. Then finally we can uh, reach the city at the end, right?" Then as they discussed, both of them helped each other, and they started their journey towards the city, and finally they reached the city as they wished. The crippled man is just like the wisdom, right? So right understand wisdom, and then the blind man is the effort. So we need both of them, right? Even though we have the effort, but if we don't have the wisdom, right, enough good understanding, then we will just keep on doing something, but we won't reach. We can't assure that whether we reach our final goal, right? Even though if we have the understanding, if we don't put it into action, then again you won't achieve anything, right? So you will have the knowledge, you will have the wisdom, that's it, right? So the wise people should behave, should they need both these things, right? We have developed right understanding, at the same time, the effect. So with the combination of both these things, we have to practice the practice. If not, so instead of even though we want to go to San Jose downtown, so since we don't have the wisdom, we will go somewhere else with the effort, but we will lost our way, But we won't, even though how many miles we go, we won't reach the San Jose downtown, right? So we have then we have to understand that effort and wisdom both are equally important. So let's develop the right understanding first, gradually. That's what you are doing, practicing vipassana meditation, and eradicating as much as negativities, developing as much as positivities. So let's develop in this Dhamma path, and finally let's try to attain real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. With those thoughts, everyone, now let's get ready to conclude. Now, everyone, please wish. Today, too, all of us gathered together and paid respect to Buddha, and then after that, we practiced this noble non-sectarian meditation technique, and we all accumulated a lot of positive energy. By the power of all that positive energy, may all our troubles be away. May all the good things happen in our lives. Practicing this noble Dhamma path, may all of us be able to attain real peace, real happiness, Nibbana. With those thoughts, everyone, please join your palms together and concentrate. Abhivadana silise nichang vada pachayino chattaro dhamma vadanti ayuvang no sukang balang आयुरारोग्य संपत्ति सग संपत्ति में वच अतो निम्मान संपत्ति इमिनाते samijjatu. May all of you be well. May all of you be happy. May all of you be very, very peaceful and blessed. Sukhi hotu, sukhi hotu, sukhi hotu. Good night. Take rest and see you again in the next week. Good night. Right. Good night, Mr. Huad.
Good night, Bhante. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Good night, Mrs. Rita.
Night. Night. Thank you.
We are very grateful.
May all the good happen to you, Mr. Huad and Mrs. Rita. Rahul and Pragati, good night.
Good night so much, Bhante. Thank you so much.
May all the good things happen to you.
Thank
Sukhi.
you, Bhante.